So I'm going to explain the Silmarillion to you in Warhammer references. Right, so picture this. Tolkien's Silmarillion is kind of like the Horus Heresy, bear with me, of Middle-earth. This giant, sprawling prequel saga that kind of explained how the world got completely wrecked long before Frodo had ever worried about second breakfast. Tolkien spent his whole life poking at it, adding new lore, rewriting bits, never quite finishing it, kind of like Games Workshop endlessly promising to wrap up the heresy and then just dropping another Space Marine Codex instead. Hey, it's all for fun, right? Some people call it a prequel to The Lord of the Rings. I said, bear with me. But that's kind of like saying that the Horus Heresy is just a warm-up for Dawn of War. It's technically true, but also massively underselling it. The Hobbit and The Lord of the Rings were just kind of like fun campaigns, quick skirmishes in the grand scheme of things. The Silmarillion is the age of legends. It's gods, Primarch level elves, demon lord villains, and artifacts so powerful that they would make a Badon jealous. Here's the kind of gist of it. We start at the top. We've got Eru Iluvatar, the Emperor, right? The big boss, creator of everything. So he gets a choir of godlike beings called the Valar. Think Chaos gods, but instead they're aligned with terrain features instead of blood sacrifices. They essentially sing the universe into being. Morgoth is War Master Horus, but turned up to 500. He's the mightiest of the Valar. Now he decides he wants it all for himself, and he corrupts everything he touches. He unleashes absolute carnage, and Sauron, he's just like an overachieving, eager, like, first captain. We then have the Silmarils. These are like Primarch level relics. They're crafted by the elves, and these three like blindingly beautiful jewels, they hold divine light itself. Now Morgoth, he steals them, right? And suddenly everyone's fighting over them like they're the last unearthed relic in the Codex. Then we have the wars, Horus Heresy but fantasy. Elves swear unbreakable oaths. They betray each other, they march to doom in campaign after campaign. Dwarves get dragged in, men rise and fall, and Morgoth leads like stomping around like a chaos warlord who just won't stay down. The ending is eventually Morgoth is beaten. Think Horus getting blasted by the Emperor, but the world is broken, the world is scarred, and it's kind of left crawling with its corrupted remnants. Cue Sauron stepping in, and an all-new face of evil, setting the stage for The Hobbit and The Lord of the Rings. Tolkien, he actually never finished this massive lore dump himself after he died. His son, Christopher, ended up basically playing this inquisitorial archivist, piecing together half-written drafts, contradictory notes, turning it into a book that is really difficult to read, but it does read like a coherent saga. It's messy, it's mythic, it's bloody brilliant.